Today we have a new challenge. Invest $1,000 conservatively and use a more patient, medium to long-term money-making strategy. Think of it this way. What would you put your parents' money into? Or maybe your in-laws or your good friends who are not crypto natives, maybe like yourself, like myself. This is very much the conservative mindset that we're working with. With zero hesitation, I'd be recommending the following 4 altcoins. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie. This is Altcoin Buzz. Whether it's these altcoins, whether it's other altcoins, whether it's any other kind of investment, of course, I wish you all the very best of luck if you choose to invest, but I am not a financial or investment advisor. And so as you already know, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Like I said, we're playing this one a little bit more conservatively, and we're thinking about putting our parents' or our in-laws' money into something in crypto that is reliable in the long term. This standard means that I have to believe in it and believe that it won't lose money or rug pull me in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months, years from now. I have to think that it's going to be worth more 2 or 3 years from now than it is today. And honestly, no other coin signifies this more in crypto than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the biggest, the strongest, the safest of all cryptos. It's the most likely to still be around in 5 years, even more than Ethereum. It's also likely to increase in value. And of course, the idea is that governments feel threatened by Bitcoin as a form of money since it can't be printed infinitely. And that tells you something. They fear it because in many ways, they can't control it. No one loves Atom, for example, in the Cosmos ecosystem more than we do here at Altcoin Buzz. But you know what never happens? The government of country X or country Y deciding to outlaw or ban Atom, ATOM. The same goes for Ethereum. The same goes for Polygon, BNB, Solana. Pick your favorite, honestly. The only one that worries them collectively is Bitcoin. It's got great tokenomics. Of course, it's hard capped at 21 million. It's decentralized. It's censorship resistant. And so for these reasons, we are comfortable putting $300 out of mom's $1,000 into Bitcoin. Conservative coin number 2 that we're looking at today for another $300 of mom's $1,000 is the king of dApps, decentralized applications. And I'm talking, of course, about Ethereum. If Bitcoin is the king of crypto, and it is, then Ethereum is at least the crown prince. Ethereum's goal of being the place where anyone can build their own apps is becoming more and more accurate every day. Check out this massive ecosystem map. And this, by the way, isn't even the most recently updated one. It's an ecosystem that's growing bigger and bigger all the time. It's almost impossible to keep up with it and to portray it accurately because it keeps growing. Ethereum does have its faults. We talk about these all the time. No one knows them better than us, and we have crypto power users at Altcoin Buzz that refuse to use Ethereum. That's the case. Some people are resistant. We understand why. But you know what? Even in those most extreme cases, the fact is that those people are still engaging with ETH-based dApps thanks to all the layer 2 solutions in the market. So I'm talking Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, and smaller layer 2s like Starkware, Shardium, Loopring, and ZK Swap. All of these exist because Ethereum does. And there is power in using ETH for gas, and in the network effects, of course, that ETH has built up over time. The only network with more network effects than Ethereum is Bitcoin, and we've already covered that one. And they do it with fewer developers because the ecosystem is smaller. Network effects are powerful. They cannot be overlooked. And again, that's why I'm comfortable allocating another $300 out of our 1,000 into Ethereum. A quick word here about fat protocol theory, which very much affects Ethereum in a big way, and in a positive way, by the way. If you've not heard of this, let me set some context here. So the ultra-successful tech and crypto venture capital Union Square Ventures firm in San Francisco, they came up with this theory. Basically, it says that due to network effects and other reasons, things like shared data and enhanced security, most of the value of dApps will not stay at the dApp level. So in plain English, this means that a great app like Uniswap does capture some value and its token, of course, is valuable. But most of the value actually accrues to Ethereum instead. Because remember, Ethereum is providing the chain for the app to operate, also gets the network effects, and transactions require ETH to pay gas. And so all of these are benefits for Ethereum. And Ethereum sees these benefits over and over with many different apps, not just one, not just a few, not just Uniswap. All this to say, I certainly think it's going to be around for a while and will be worth more than 2 or 3 times what it is currently in 5 years. Just like Bitcoin, really, same logic. All right, so far we've allocated $600 out of our $1,000. And for the next couple of selections, we have $400 left between the two of them. We're going to look at solutions to big problems. And really, that's the most conservative way to invest in crypto's growth, or really to invest in general. Look for a big problem and take a look at the proposed solutions to that problem. And once you've vetted them, invest in the solutions that are most promising. And one big crypto industry problem right now, we talk about it all the time, is how high ETH gas fees are. It makes a lot of small transactions totally not worthwhile. Think about it. Are you going to pay $25 in gas to send $40? I'm not. You're probably not either. For larger transactions, of course, a lot of the time the whales don't mind, but this pretty much eliminates the possibility of small transactions at scale. But as a leader in both DeFi and NFTs, this cries out for a solution. And of course, that takes the form of layer 2s. Polygon, of course, is the most established of the layer 2s, and we love it. Check out our latest videos on Polygon if you haven't seen them already, but that is not our selection here. Our pick here for a top layer 2 solution is Optimism. It has, as you can see, nearly $800 million in TVL, and it's growing pretty fast despite rough market conditions. And if you believe, as I do, that ETH is going to become the base layer, then of course most of the transactions will settle on layer 2s. And if that's the case, there will be room for lots of winners. Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum as well have a big lead in the layer 2 race. But the fact that Optimism has its own token, which is OP, for in-network transactions really gives it the edge over Arbitrum. And the rumors keep coming that Arbitrum is going to airdrop its own coin, but they haven't yet. So at least as of this recording, that's still speculation. And really until they do, you still have to pay with ETH. And like I said, we'd rather not. I'll speak for myself, at least I'd rather not. So here we're taking $200 of the remaining $400, and we're not even going to look at it for the next 6 months. $200 is going right into Optimism with confidence. So we've allocated $800, we have $200 left, and that's going to be going towards another big problem, privacy. And this is one that I've been talking quite a bit about recently. I think there are just a myriad of issues and problems in this world surrounding privacy, not just in crypto, but really more broadly. Privacy is going to be a major sector within crypto, and there's a lot of innovation happening in this space. Look at 2022, for example. Myself included here, it left some deep and painful lessons for everyone who stuck around in the crypto space that didn't outright abandon it. And if you're still here, first of all, give yourself a pat on the back. You've survived some pretty rough seas. The market has been very difficult, and most bear markets in crypto don't last this long, but it's been a brutal one. And along with the centralization and self-custody lessons that people are now taking more seriously, right behind that, we have privacy. So the privacy policy nonsense with Infura and MetaMask was a good public example, but now people really care about privacy again in a way that they didn't used to before. So what is our pick for privacy? It is one of our Altcoin Buzz gems. It's a privacy-based layer 1 blockchain, and you may have heard of it. We've talked about it before. It's called Aleph AZERO. Ticker is AZERO. They're not only building out their own chain, but really their own ecosystem. Plus, they're doing it in Substrate, which makes them compatible with Polkadot and provides a link to interoperability between chains. Their goal is fast, cheap, enterprise-grade smart contracts, and of course, privacy. And as a project that got its start in 2018, AZERO has already fought past the hard first advances for growth and its first bear market, which of course adds some protection for us when investing, whether it's our parents or our in-laws or our friends' money, because of course we've seen that the project can withstand negative surprises and negative events like the crypto black swans that were Terra Luna and FTX. Although they have a 10% inflation rate per year, they still overall have great tokenomics. More than 2/3 of the total supply, which is 323 million tokens, are available in the market today. So while this one is a little smaller than the others, at about $250 million in market value, I'm talking about market cap, we still feel that $200 of our parents' money can grow here, and downside risks are much less than some of the other comparable investments out there.